everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is Saturday, July 27th already. Believe it or not, I can't believe this year has gone by so quickly. And it is time for my weekly gardening update. Now, this behind me, I got this hanging basket for $1. I have another one across the yard I got for $1 too. If you wait until July, you could get so many good deals on purchased plants. This one, they couldn't keep up with caring for it. I've had this about 3 or 4 days, and I've got most of the brown leaves off, and it's really coming back and looking great. So look out for those deals in July. I mean, as soon as the 4th of July comes, I'm like keeping my eyes open for all this stuff. So stay tuned, we're gonna get to the rest. Okay, so we're gonna start over here in the strawberry patch. Now that I have my there's the mighty huntress, Miss Rhiannon. There she goes, like a streak of lightning. Now that I have my vole problem taken care of in the yard, I used something called Mole Max. You attach it to your hose and you spray it. Oh my God, it works immediately. I am now getting strawberries. It's wonderful. These are the 2 I got this morning. You know, I have that everbearing, so you get a little bit each day. The plants are doing great. Today, what I'm doing this morning is I'm in the process of weeding and cleaning it up in here, in my little strawberry patch. I started out with 10 plants. I just gave away 6 plants that were runners to neighbors, and I'm seeing, let's see, more runners coming. So I think today or tomorrow, I am going to create another bed to plant my runners in, because I would like to, share with family and friends and also sell them. So I'm going to do another bed when I have established runners. I will put those in. Berries. Look at my wild black raspberries are just flourishing over here. Started out with just this one right here, and they're just filling out and everything. The red raspberry sucker that I transplanted here, it's not doing so good. Now, it's not dead, but the leaves, I know it went into shock at first. So I'm just gonna prune it and see if anything grows back. We'll see what happens. But my other red raspberries are just like growing like crazy. And the blueberries, they're doing great. Sorry for the shadow, but it's morning. Oh, and there's the Mr. Draco, the ferocious lion. There he comes. Hi, Draco. How's my baby? I don't know. I think Miss Persephone, my black cat, I think she's in the house. So anyways, as you can see, I have another bed available. I decided to tear out the spring Brussels sprouts, even though I had netting in them. Something got in there, and I knew I had a life cycle going, so I had to tear them out, and I didn't want to have an infestation in my other plants. So in here, I don't know if you could see through the netting, I have planted the fall Brussels sprouts, keeping my fingers crossed that I better luck. Hopefully nothing is trapped in there in the netting. Here is cabbage. I never have luck with cabbage. Most of the time it doesn't even pop up for me, but this batch is doing really good. So hopefully fall is better for me. Over here, my peppers are finally looking good. These are bell peppers. This one here is a Chocolate Beauty bell pepper. I cannot wait to get one off of here. And this is jalapeno. So my jalapeno is the first to produce anything. So there's one flower right there. This is the first flower here, and it's got a little, I don't know if you could see it. Where is it? Little tiny pepper there. So over here, under this netting, and this is what I've learned this year with my brassicas. Put netting over them as soon as they pop up or before. Do not wait. Otherwise, you will have some type of infestation in there that's going to eat them all. The broccoli is coming up and it's doing fantastic. Hopefully, I don't know what you could see through the netting. Over here, I kind of built these trellises for my lima beans, and they seem to be loving it. They're just climbing like crazy. I thought I had seen flowers on here yesterday, but I don't see them today, and I see no evidence of beans anywhere yet. So we'll see. Now, my San Marzano plum tomatoes for my sauce. They are just going. I've actually harvested some this week, and I'm putting them in the freezer for when I'm ready to make my sauce. When I have enough. Really doing good. Now here, these are the sandwich tomatoes. These are the beefy boys. I have not yet harvested any of these, but it looks like they're going to be doing great. This is my outdoor silvery fir, producing like crazy. These get to be between 2 and 3 inches around the tomatoes. These are my other sauce tomatoes, the Russo. These here, I think, oh yeah, and these are my Mexico midgets, the cherry tomatoes. They're little tiny tomatoes, so delicious. In here right now, I still have some of my fall carrots, which look like, I might be able to harvest them. And I threw in some tomatoes here, so I don't know. And as you can see, I am so proud of my asparagus. It's just so pretty. But look I get the little spears sometimes now. And it's not even spring, so I don't know. I've never grown asparagus before. But this batch, from what I hear, I'll be growing it for the rest of my life. I think they last about 20 years. And when you're about to be 60, not to be morbid, but you just don't know. Anyways, it's a good thing I believe in eternity. This is my cucumbers. Now, these are only 2 plants. This week, I have harvested 5 decent-sized cucumbers off of here. These are Russian pickling cucumbers, and they're gorgeous. So what I did yesterday is I sliced them up. The 5 I had came out to be almost 1.5 pounds of cucumbers. And I'm doing a small batch of bread and butter pickles with them, because I don't want to let them wait for the other ones. I have millions and millions of flowers in there. And I also have some baby cucumber. Look at that. I don't know if you could see that. Right there, little cucumber. I have other cucumbers in here that are going to be ready to harvest in a few days. And I don't want to wait because I don't want them to be not fresh. So I'm just making a tiny batch of those. Right now I sliced them up, soaked them in salt, rinsed them. I laid them out on a baking sheet last night and, to get the excess water off. So I'm going to make my brine when I'm done out here. But they're beautiful cucumbers. I think I'm going to keep growing these. More tomatoes here. My little Mexico midget cherry tomatoes. This is about the biggest they get, as you can see there. And now those will start turning red, ripening. I have more San Marzano here. These San Marzanos I have over here, I propagated through rooting. And they're doing beautifully and producing beautifully. So in the bed I have open now, I think I'm going to be putting beans in here. They're called bountiful beans. They look like a string bean, but there's no string, thank God. I hate the strings. So I will be planting those. Probably going to make this bed a little bit bigger so I can have more in here. So let's go over this way. And my potatoes. This one looks like it's nearly rotty. I planted them at the same time. This one's still green. I've never done tomatoes or potatoes before. greenhouse is the tomato jungle, as you can see. These again were the ones I direct sowed, I think in June. Those were ones I started in the house in the winter. These were rooted. All these here I rooted, back there I rooted, those over there I rooted. So all these tomatoes started at various points. So this is my tomato jungle. I get so many tomatoes out of here. So this is going to be the designated use of my greenhouse from now on. And my tomatoes, so I can make my sauce. And I built this week a very rustic trellis that I threw together. Very simple. I dug a hole, put these branches in the ground, put some branches at the top. I have, for my vines to climb on. It's just a sisal rope. And what I like, oh look, there's a bee in there doing its job. 2 bees in there. You guys see them? Yay. Yeah, the pumpkins, their blossoms only stay open for the morning. And I'm telling you, I get a lot of pollinators here, but I worked on that too. This is my daughter-in-law's gourd plant that I'm growing for her. Is doing really great. I saw the, what do you call it? Like the trendles, the viney things. So which means I'm going to be getting flowers on here soon for little gourds. I'm starting a few more pumpkin seeds here. The ones I planted in the ground don't seem like they want to come up. So anyways, as you can see, in here, I mean, it's just so much easier for me to weed in there, believe it or not. They have grown so much. I did this about 3 days ago, and already these have grown. So what I'm doing is I'm putting like a little hammock. I'm making little hammocks for them under there. So as that vine grows, I already had to adjust it this morning. I kind of just lift the hammock up with it to hold it in place. And I'll be doing the same with that. I have a ton of pumpkins in here. I'm shocked. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I like the way everything looks. I love the rustic look. My mint in here is doing great. My cottage garden, I love it. Still have to finish, my pavers and stuff and the fence around it. But everything, I just love the way, this is what I was going for. I don't know. Now the sun is in my way again, so I can't see what you can see. But that's my moth mullein over there. The purpose of a cottage garden is to attract pollinators. And I came out this morning and there were bees all around it. And so it's working as it should. My mugwort back there is doing great. So I need to finish up in here, get all the pavers in, finish my wattle fence. I'm going to do a little gate. Everything's going good. I'm really, really excited that my cottage garden is working out the way I planned. So I just want to show you the other basket I got for $1. Still not done getting all the brown off here and deadheading, but it's already looking so much better. So over here, so these chairs here, I'm using the backs to make a gate for the cottage garden. Just have to get somebody to get them off for me because the screws are rusted. So got this one for $1. I still have to finish some deadheading, a little pruning. Got to find a better place for it too, but not a bad deal. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.